Now let's continue. So from here, we know that when we derive, so we'll when we derive, we have partial of m over partial of x or y, partial of y, right? So I think I've showed it here again. So partial of y. So we will derive this one with respect to y. So and the other becomes constant. So if x squared is a constant, so meaning x squared is equals to 2. So 2, derivative of 2, that is 0. So derivative of y, since this is respect of y, so y squared, that is plus 2y. That's the derivative of y squared, right? So, or that is just equivalent to 2y. So from here, partial of n over partial of x. So we'll distribute this one first. So negative y cubed plus 2xy. Now, partial of n over partial of x, this is equivalent to, so this is with respect to x. So since this one is y, so this is considered as constant, like 2. So negative 2, derivative negative 2, that is 0. So 2 and y, since this is with respect to x, 2 and y is a constant. So let me put it here. Then, sir, why it doesn't become 0? Since it is multiplied with a variable, diba? So it's just like x is 1, so or 2, 2 times 2, that is 4, that is 4y. When you derive it, that is not 0, right? So because you have a variable, so you copy first the constant 2x, then derive the sorry. So you copy first the constant, so with respect to x, so that is y. Okay, 2 and the y is the constant, right? 2 times 2, like for example, or y is 3 ba, because it is said that it is constant. Then derive the dx, the x, then it is dx, or 1. So therefore, we could say that partial of n and partial of n is an exact equation. Okay? So, when we prove that the 2 is exact equation, we could use the we could now use the let me extend so that we don't need to erase. Okay, so from here, and just extend it. So from here, we can now use the general solution. Okay, so we know that the general form is mu of xy dx is equivalent to, no, not equivalent, that is plus. So, plus n of xy dy is equals to 0. And the general form, or the general solution, will be mu of xy becomes partial of x plus n xy dy is equals 0. Then we'll just substitute the value of the m and the n. So our m here is this one, and our n is actually this one. Kini na lang i-simplified na. Okay? Just substitute it there. So your m is x squared plus y squared partial of x Okay? So, that is now integral. So, integrate this one. Plus, your n is negative y cubed plus 2xy dy equals integral of 0. So from there, we could separate this one. You have integral of x squared, partial of x. That is not 2, that is partial again. So x squared, partial of x, plus integral of y squared, partial of x, plus you have that is negative y cubed integral dy, then plus integral, we have 2 here, 2 xy dy equals integral of 0. Now, we could integrate this one because since this is partial, but if you use total integral, then you cannot use or you cannot integrate it with the containing different variables. So this is using dy, so we have x here, so this becomes 0. So now integral of x squared, that is x cubed over 3, plus since this is partial of x, so your y squared is just a constant value. That so your y squared is moved out. So kini yan yung na to pwede mong libog. So x squared partial of x plus, since this is constant, you will copy this one and just integrate this one because this is just a constant, minus integral of y cubed dy equals integral of 0. So now this is equivalent to x cubed over 3 plus y squared, integral of dx or partial of x, that is x, minus integral of that y raised to the power of 4 over 4 equals c. So from there, we could just multiply, diba? So if we could see here, okay, so actually wala na ako siya simplify. You could simplify it further, but in this concept net, I think I forget something, which is the particular solution. But because in the problem it state that it will intersect at point 3 and negative 2, and this one, okay, let me box this one. Okay, and this one is just the general solution. So we don't know yet the exact equation of this curve. So wala pa ta kay ba unsa jud ang equation ani. This curve use this general solution, but the curve that exactly passes to this point, we still don't know. So we will substitute this one. So we have our x is 3 and our y is negative 2. So negative, so that is 3 raised to the power of 3 over 3 plus y is negative 2 squared x, times 3 minus negative 2 raised to the power of 4 over 4 equals c. So therefore, that is 3 times 3, 9. 9 times 3, that is 27 if I'm not mistaken, divided by 3, that is 11. And so for you to show, let's use calculator. Okay. So we have, 3 squared raised to the power of 3. Raised to the power of 3 equals 27. 3 raised to the power divided by 27 is divided by 3. So we have a result of 9. So therefore that is 9 plus 2. Negative 2 times negative 2, that is 4, right? Times 3, that is 12. So we have minus 2 times 2. This is raised to the power of 4. So 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8 times 2, 16. So that is negative 2 times negative 2, that is positive 4. Positive 4 times negative 2, that is negative 8. Negative 8 times negative 2, that is 16. So 16 divided by 4, that is 4, right? Equals C. So let's check to be sure. So negative, so do we have negative here? Negative, nope, we don't have negative. So let's just make negative. 0 minus 2. No, now we have negative. Okay, raised to the power of, oops, sorry. So we need to, so negative 2. So we have, sorry, basta, let's find scientific. Okay, but let's just, we have here 2 raised to the power 4. So since we know that will result for positive, divided by 4, that is 4. Okay, so I'm just checking to be sure. So now, so that is 4. So we have 9 plus 12 minus 4 equals 17. So therefore your C is equal to 17. So our particular solution now is equivalent to, just replace the C. So just replacing the C. So therefore our general solution is particle solution x cubed over 3 plus y squared x minus y raised to the power 4 over 4 equals 17. So this is your particular solution. So meaning this is the exact equation of this curve. It may be opening here or on the other side. Okay, so this is the exact equation of the curve that passes through 3 and negative 2. Okay, so I think that's ana sa lang ta. So because the next meeting, so it will be really longer. So next meeting we'll be discussing trajectories. So isogonal and orthogonal, which is the equal to 90 and not equal to 90 degrees. So medyo taas-taas. So that's why we'll move it, or we'll discuss it next meeting. Okay? So if no more questions,